So I want to show you what a plum tree can do in just 3.5 years. This tree behind me was one I planted in February 2020, along with 50 other ones, but this one has done particularly well. And look at the amount of plums on every single branch of this tree. I mean, it is, absolutely loaded. Even right to the floor, it's got plums. I don't know how many hundred plums are on this tree, but a lot. And like I said, a lot of people unfortunately get disheartened when they start growing food, especially planting fruit trees, because they're told that they only get the first real crop at around the 5-year mark. And this is 3.5 years, and look at the size. See the top of the branch there, how tall it is. It's double the height of me, and I'm not small either. So let's see. I've not actually had a plum yet from this tree, but this one actually feels ripe and it just came off nicely. My first Victoria plum. Let's give it a taste. Oh, the flavour of that is unbelievable. Look at that, how easy the pit comes out as well. It's a sign that it's really ripe. Let's give that. Look at the water content in that. How juicy it looks. You can't buy anything close to that. And in fact, we actually had a order delivered the other day from Kelsall, which is a very popular organic fruit and veg business. They deliver fruit and veg, and we ordered some Victoria plums from them. And they delivered little green, unripe Victoria plums. It's actually such a shame that people don't have the opportunity to get plums of this quality unless they grow their own. Because unfortunately that's the way the food system is nowadays, and the only best option you have is to plant your own. So back to this tree specifically, because honestly this tree has actually shocked me. Even seeing the amount of growth it's actually had in such a short space of time. Because I was honestly anticipating it to take 5 years to get its first real crop of plums. I mean, how can you not like seeing that down all the branches? Literally look, hanging on the ground as well. Plums hanging on the ground. Again, they're not ripe yet. This also shows, I mean, look at the height up there. This is 3.5 years of growth. But I have to stress that this is only possible when you have the correct foundations in place. I mean, you know, this is not suffering from any lack of or deficiencies, nutrition. It's definitely got everything it needs to just grow like crazy. So what have I done? I've not used any compost, even though it sounds contradictory. I've not done that. I've not used any fertilizers, no manure, which is literally again what most people think you have to do to get growth like this. I've not watered it once, which is pretty amazing considering how much water is in these succulent fruits dripping out. Where's all the water come from? From the sky, the rain. And then I've not done any weeding, nothing around it, right? I've simply had the correct foundations set in place from the beginning. Now this tree is planted in nutrient dense soil where the soil has never been tilled or disturbed, and I've always applied a covering of wood chips in this area to keep the soil and the health of the ecosystem in general intact. And also it's in the hen pen, which hens are really good for the soil quality as well. But they don't actually come down here that often because they're usually quite busy elsewhere. That really, as you can see, has resulted in tons and tons of plums just on every single branch in such a short space of time. This is what I want more people to see, because I want people to not get disheartened by the fact that you have to wait so many years to get fruit from your fruit trees, because that is not the case. Honestly, it's even amazed me seeing how much growth is happening, because we haven't had a very good summer. Perfectly honest, it's been cloudy and rainy a lot of the time. Unlike what you see in the news where they tell you it's red hot everywhere. It's not being like that here at all. And this tree is just growing so well. And that is really to do with the fact that it's just got such healthy soil, intact, biodiverse soil. And like I said, I want other people to get the same output and production from their fruit trees with as little work as possible, because that's what it's all about. You want to have a hands-off food forest that just grows for you, because this is really going to start producing more and more plums as it gets bigger and bigger each year from now on, because this is only the beginning. That's the one thing with fruit trees, it's like a compounding interest. Do one planting every year, compounds more and more.